Kind of when we're watching the action unfold across the
Oh
map.
no!
Oh, what is that Molotov coming out right now from B4? It's burning his whole team alive. And they're going to have to fall back as well. Thankfully, though, again, Team Queso are suffering here early on.
Yeah, it looks like they opted to go ahead and make that ejection. Seagut is in the back right now, putting some shots on to Garcia. Does get the knock, but here we go. Zone 5 off, gets caught by...
Has his squad behind him, but so does Wildcard Gaming. They're coming into towards where the blue zone is coming into fruition. Beowulf going to be hitting the count. I believe that is Cloud9 out.
Yeah. In this one, I think this is the map that every single team dreads because it's anyone's game. So I'm looking to see different squads just frag out of their minds to hopefully be able to get in the zone and get a huge chicken dinner.
Yeah, and speaking of some of these squads as well, Duke, we have to bring up Cloud9, currently 15 on the overall standings. And you look at their teammates from North America, Tempo, Storm, even Omen as well yesterday, putting up a decent performance. They really need to step up, but I'm not sure if Sandhawk is the map for them. Typically, when watching the games for the past 2 days, they drop, they get vehicles, they try and play that 4-vehicle rotation strategy and get inside the compounds in the center of the circle. But will that work here on Sandhawk?
We'll have to go ahead and see, because usually Cloud9 drops into the Paradise area, and when they have that to their own, they're going to have a whole bunch of loot. So if the zone ends up going in that direction, it will be a huge advantage for them. But at the same time, we've already seen some pretty big circle shenanigans in the past 2 games, so you never know what's going to happen to here in game number 3. But you got Tribe. I'm happy to see Tribe do some pretty good performances. In the scrims, they were pretty off and on. Here, it looks like they're going to have boot camp all to their lonesome as well. So I'm really looking for these squads to have a good game today.
But obviously the caveat there, Duke, is a lot of those points were based off of kills, as we saw 3,190 damage throughout the whole of Miramar 2.0. Is that really replicable on a map like Sandhawk? Can he try go for those kills? Yes, I know it's a smaller map, but were they lucky in that last game?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you one thing. There's no luck involved when getting 17 kills. 17 kills, you gotta hit those shots for sure. At the same time, though, getting put in a lucky position to get those is definitely a factor. And Sandhawk is one of those maps that can happen. And look at this first zone. It goes ahead and drops right dead center onto them. So they're gonna be in a really good position here for this one. Cloud9, they're gonna be rocking the edge. And like you were mentioning earlier, Tempo Storm had a rough start, only with less than 4 points, I believe, in the first 2 games. Now they're in 4th place. So, Tempo's woken up. We see PK doing some great work as well. Tribe, after that last game, who knows what's going to start. But now, we're just waiting on Cloud9 to pop off.
Yeah, exactly that. As we said before, Cloud9 are one of the teams that we're really going to be looking into for the remaining 3 games of today. Obviously touted as one of the favourites for the entire season, but they are off to a slow start. The silver lining for them is it is only day 2, so they have plenty of matches to catch up. So for them, it's more about finding their footing here early on, as they are one of the favourites for the entire tournament. But so far, in terms of phase 1, Duke, we've got that southern western side circle, which is really favouring teams like Tempo, teams like TRM, Trem Carreta, they're towards the center.
Yeah, this is one of those zones where, I mean, every single team is going to know it pretty well. At the same time, Sandhawk is just one of those maps that's just so difficult to rotate on. You got so many different factors to be able to add to that. Number 1, you don't see very many smoke grenades dropping in Sandhawk, so it makes tough rotations in that direction. It's difficult to even use a vehicle in this place, so those random car walls, you're not going to see too much of that, and you just never know. At the end of the day, there's always that snake factor. You're going over a hill, and you can have a whole team laying down just waiting for you right here, so you definitely got to have your head on a swivel when you're playing Sandhawk.
Speaking of making people lie down, Carnage with the VSS in that last game was pivotal for his team. Obviously, the Pittsburgh Knights in Group E. This is their first, make it 3rd game they've played so far today. And obviously, Carnage coming in last minute. A very prolific player from the North American region of PUBG Mobile. Do you think with time this squad's going to be improving?
Hey, my boy Carnage, as we like to call him, Mr. 1 HP himself, put in work in that first match. Had some serious kills for his squad. And I ain't gonna lie, just by witnessing this firsthand, this seems to be a new Pittsburgh Knights squad, and that is no easy feat when you're playing with a new player for your first time at this level of stage, and to see the performances that they're able to have so far. Really, really impressed with PK, and looking forward to see how they're able to kind of mesh and play day by day coming up here in the PMPL.
Yeah, speaking of Pittsburgh Knights as well, they are just north of Camp Alpha right now, so they can make that southern rotation and they must avoid a majority of teams. Team Queso losing Mystic early, that's going to be paying dividends later for them, but not quite in the way they wanted it to. And obviously losing a player that early means you lose that loot, you lose the extra healing, and you lose so much utility.
Yeah, you don't want to be behind on rotations, especially when it comes to Sandhawk, because from Zone 5, Zone 6, that zone hurts, and you do not want to get caught behind in that situation. And it's unfortunate because this seems to be almost a trend we're seeing with Team Queso, always seeming to lose somebody early on to some type of shenanigans. I hope this is something they're able to figure out, because we know that this is a squad that can perform. They've done it on a global stage in the past, so I just think we're just kind of waiting for them to wake up, as well as with Cloud9.
Speaking of waking up as well, B4 down towards Same at the southern coast, just at the southern side of the circle. And I think what's interesting for me, one of the reasons I love watching Sandhawk so much, is teams play differently. We see B4 playing towards the edge of the circle. They're going to be playing rotations around it, edge guarding almost. And then you have teams such as Tempo Storm directly in the middle.
Yeah, this is just one of those maps that it's pretty much a free-for-all. Anybody can win it. If that zone puts you in the right position, you can get that chicken dinner with 20 kills. And I think that is pretty much the strategy to, doing well in a tournament like this. You kind of want to have great performances throughout. The days you get those really unfavorable zones, you're more aiming just to kind of get in that top 5 times top 6. But if you get that one game where you get that great zone, you want to pop off, get that chicken dinner with 20 kills. And if you're able to do that, you should be a shoo-in to get top 6 for sure.
Yeah, and we were speaking about Sandhawk yesterday being quite RNG in terms of that phase 5 circle. So if you are an underdog team, this is the kind of map where you want to try and get that early chicken dinner here in the season. But we were speaking about Pittsburgh Knights for a reason, as they've now rotated away from Camp Alpha. They've got in their speedboats, and now they're coming towards the southern side of the circle, and they're going to be matching up very shortly with B4.
Yeah, you're going to definitely see them interact here really shortly. I like the fact that Tribe decided to just loot boot camp really quickly and decided to take the hill, because that's going to be a good advantage for them, making them more central. You can see a good old airdrop in the middle of the water with the Groza. That's a heck of a gun to have here in this
the
map.
Armor as well.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, though, it's in the water, and I don't think any player is going to want to risk trying to grab that in this at this level, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mentioned Tribe. I really like their positioning coming out here from King A as the IGL. Got a soft spot for him for our time in Malaysia, but right now he is proving the goods. They dropped in towards boot camp. They looted up. They went south towards this major ridge line. Now they have Sam in a sniper's tower and 1,000 damage pretty much from Sam in that last game on Miramar. Can he try and do the same here with these long-range duels on a smaller ranged map with that pivotal position up north?
Man, I'm so happy to see Tribe, have such a great game in the last 17 kills. That is just a huge performance from them, and I think a big confidence booster. King A, Sam, Seagut, Memo, all great guys I know really well. Some of the few players, like I had mentioned before, that have both NA and global LAN experience. And during the scrims, it was really it was heartbreaking for me to see them kind of struggle, because they all have so much talent. At the end of the day, though, at this meta, it's all about synergy, playing together, pushing together as a squad. And it looks like last game, they finally are able to get that meshing and synergy down. So hopefully we can see the same for them coming here into match number 3, as well as for the rest of the PMPL.
And Charme taking damage, and it seems like we have our first firefight 8 minutes into this map, and it's actually going to be Team Queso as well, fighting out Alpha 7. Obviously winning that last map on Miramar, so not the start that Alpha 7 were looking for, as they were hoping to build more momentum. Yeah, Beowulf coming up close. He knows they down all the players here from Enshame, but Enshame have managed to get away scot-free for now, but obviously using their medkits and utility early isn't exactly the best position to be in, just 8 minutes in. But speaking of bad positions to be in, if you take a look over the map feed here, Jukes, look towards Camp Alpha. Look where Fran is.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he is there in a really tough spot, maybe doing a large off angle there. So he is going to have a tough time getting into this zone right here. Not sure exactly. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Let's see if it will, but C9 are still trying to hunt out Enshame, or maybe trying to find a strong compound to have us. Right now they are just besides boot camp, so they are near Tribe Gaming as well, so maybe they're going to be walking into that scoped M4 of Sam just momentarily. Although Uneven seems to have caught wind of where and Xiaomei may have retreated too. Why do you think Cloud9 are getting so hungry for this?
That's
Are
what
they trying to
I'm
chase
saying.
for the points?
I mean, Cloud9 are moving like they got the taste of blood in their mouth. You know, they are hunting this squad down right now. And you hate to say it, but it could be so many different factors. If you see two big knocks on a team like in Xiaomei, maybe they feel that that's a matchup that's more favorable for them. So they're looking to kind of take it early. But I mean, you're not sure exactly what's going through the mind of Cloud9. And you can see another airdrop here with the squad wiper M249. That would be a huge pickup for any one of these players.
Yeah, but speaking of picking up, you can see exactly Cool2 are next to that crate towards the southeastern side. But look at the Camp Alpha player there, Fran. He is literally across the map from his teammates. I'm not sure if he's ever going to be able to rotate in and join them.
I mean, that is an off angle if I have ever seen it. That is for sure. So not sure exactly what happened right there, but at the end of the day, Cool2 BG is a team that was, you know, in one of our top 5, top 10 positions. So this is a game they can't afford to have a bad game at any moment. That's for sure.
Yeah, we can also see this phase 2 circle moving slightly towards the east, still fairly central. Although this will force rotations from teams like Trem Carrera, this will force rotations from B4, Pittsburgh Knights as well. So many teams that have to try and make a move. Even Krem, Real Betis as well are going to have to be coming up north, and they're going to be matching up against B4 very shortly. But still, this exact same narrative here. C9 are on the hunt.
Oh, yeah, they're on the hunt. They're looking to find any angle they can. And then by the looks of their movement, if they get that initial knock, they're going to push that squad right there. This is dangerous territory. When you come this late in zone, you have to know that there's going to be tons of teams surrounding you and looking for that third-party opportunity. So Cloud9 definitely have to be careful in this situation.
Yeah, Krim Robotis as well started to land the knocks onto B4 as the action is kicking off towards the southern side of the circle. Speaking of rotations as well, Team Queso losing Mystic early, they're down to 3, and now they're making the rotation southern side of Camp Alpha. More players suffering here from B4 as coming into the day as well. Duke, this is one of the teams from Group E that were meant to be making a mockery of some of the teams here in day 2, but B4 losing one of the players early. Pedrog going to be downed, and now for B4, can they try and revive him?
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to, because this is a really tough angle, and you can just see right there, Nitsu getting the thirst on the Pedro dog. And Pedro is one of their top performers for B4, and this is a tough loss for them. You can see them on the moped, you know, ejecting out from this situation and just trying to go for position at this point.
And this is one of the issues you can have when you're coming into day 2 and you're in Group E, where you didn't have that whole day to warm up and you're coming in versus some fresh players, as it is still the start of the season. So maybe there is some silver lining for B4 later on in the season once they find their footing. But as you said, one of the star players taken out of the equation just 12 minutes in, but we still are at 16 teams.
I think you make a great point there, and I think that is a factor to consider. You know, the fact that all these other squads already have their nerves, or should have their nerves, pretty much calmed down by now. Here coming to these late games, B4 just starting out. At the same time, though, B4 is going to have the same amount of days to be able to make this happen. On the flip side, the unfortunate part is they happen to be playing the first day where such a dominant team like Loops is sitting out of. So that's a big squad that they're not having to worry about. So B4 really need to have some good, solid games coming up here to the end of the day number 2.
Yeah, and obviously, Tempo Storm starting off rocky the first 3 games yesterday, and look at where they are now on the table. I feel like they can be, yeah, exactly, they can be a role model for teams like B4 right now in their current situation. Ace on our screens, we haven't really been hearing too much from them. They've been staying fairly quiet so far this event.
You know, Ace won when we saw them in the scrims. They were one of the most consistent teams. They had difficulty really getting some chicken dinners throughout. I mean, they did get a couple situations in favorable positions for them to get a chicken dinner, but overall, we always saw them kind of ranking in that top 6. And at the end of the day, that's what you're really looking to do. Yeah, we got a $200,000 prize pool, and it'd be awesome to get that $50,000, but look at this, J7 in a world of hurt right now, but only 2 members from B4.
Yeah, only 2 members are here. Nick Zera as well did die in the background of when we're watching the action unfold across the map.
No!
Oh, what is that Molotov coming out right now from B4? It's burning his whole team alive. And they're going to have to fall back as well. Thankfully, though, Pittsburgh Knights were really worried about which team that was in their little sniper town. They actually fell back as well. Oh, dear, that is so
That was a side. That's a side. B4's like, we don't want this fight. Okay, guys, let's get out of here right there. So who knows? That actually might work out to their advantage, because PK, you know, with Carnage on the squad, have been playing really a efficiently, really hungry. So, yeah, with that Molotov, that is an eviction notice, if anyone, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And unfortunately as well for these two teams, both B4 and PK Knights, you can see there on the map that third phase circle going even further towards the east, as both these teams did drop southwest. So in terms of the circle and this RNG for those two teams, not really very favorable.
Definitely not a favorable zone. And Quarry, this is just one of those tough zones, at least in my opinion, for Sanhok, because it's difficult to navigate through a lot of open field. But oh, look at Tensa. Dang, so quiet right now. Oh, his AZ's right below him.
Yeah, he's going to be hitting this vehicle. Oh, AZ as well is going to be coming out of it. Now Tensa will just wait patiently, but no. Going to be pulling the trigger here, maybe expecting no other players coming out from XQ Gaming as of yet, as the remaining of the bottom of the hill. Tensa has now been spotted as well by the remaining players here from XQ Gaming. Oh, tension is though, yeah, Tempo, the rest of them are towards the northern side of this ridgeline, but eventually Team Solid as well, they can maybe try a third party this.
Yeah, you know, that's the worst situation when you're a player like AZ, who the other day got, 6 kills on his own with Shifan, had a huge game. XQ Gaming in general have been having a great PMPL so far. Nothing worse than dying in a position where you can't even fight back. So, hey, gotta check them little hills right there. Gotta check it, because unfortunately, man, getting hit from the back like that doesn't feel good.
Yeah, and especially as that circle's gone towards Quarry, as you said, teams like Tribe now have to rotate all the way through Alpha 7, Trim, Caretta, and more, even Tempo as well. But it's going to be Grunto who are feeling the force run out of the remaining players here from B4, as Levi has a lot to do with this M4. Sixtus here, one of the best players so far in the event, and right now he's showing us why. Although eventually going to be traded 1-for-1 as Grunto are losing players. Second by second as Maxon falling back right now. Going to try and revive Levi. I'm not sure if Grunto realised exactly how many players are here from B4, as 3 of them are currently downed. And this has been so strong from Maxon and Levi.
Yeah, they need to get this fight done quickly right now because the zone is coming. So here goes Maxon with a laydown, drop shot. Oh, unable to get the finish right there. So, actually, yeah, B4 taken out. So Grunto, big fight for them. It's zone number 3. It's going to be a tough pickup for them.
Yeah, but Grunto going to be fine. They can still heal up. As you said, it's only phase 3. Eventually going to be going into phase 4. So they need to be ready to rotate if it does go even further towards the east. Or maybe they will have some luck in their favor. We finally see the circle shift towards that western side.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is, the circle shenanigans here in day number 2 continuing here in Sanhok right now. No player in this zone. All these squads are going to have to run for their lives, and it's not going to be easy because they're having to fight each other along the way.
But where are they looking to go to here, Duke? There's some compounds inside the center. There's a ridge line as well. You can see the hill in the center of it. What matters more, the compound or the high ground?
Well, I think at this point in the game, every player is going to assume that everything is taken inside Quarry. So I think they're all just going to try and hit edge. But you got every single team looking to do that. So we're gonna see a ton of fights coming up right now.
Yeah, only 4 kills so far for Tempo Storm, and we're 17 minutes in. Quite uncharacteristic for Sanhok, but then again, obviously there is so much on the line for these players as Tribe want to see if they can get more damage done added to their tally. As Sam is the one taking the brunt of the damage so far from Jarme, as they want revenge from what Cloud9 were doing to them.
Yeah, they definitely want to be able to take this fight, but at the same time, it's not one that they really can take because the zone is starting to close right now, and I think they realize it, so they're starting to just make the ejection and trying to get into zone.
Let's see then, speaking of that zone, currently only 2 teams in there, and actually 3 now, as Pyra from Cloud9 has entered towards the hillside of Quarry. Tribe as well going to be going on their vehicles, and they're on their merry way. This is very smart, actually. They saw the smokes coming out from Jarme, and they used that as that time to deploy away, and actually Garcia unable to land the shots, and here comes the kill feed. Here come the kills. Let's take a note of it too. 13 teams, 45 players alive, 18 minutes in, as things are about to kick off in terms of action. Tribe, though, they're very far away from Quarry, so they need to go on a long rotation.
Super fortunate for them to have those buggies, but man, they're going to encounter a whole bunch of squads already holding that position. Man, this is going to be just straight pandemonium coming up here right now.
It is indeed carnage outside of the circle, and it's actually quite a far range for him to get into. The bandages is all they really have. This might be the end here coming out from Pittsburgh Knights as Tribe. They get caught off guard by XQ Gaming. Not sure how many players are actually alive here for Tribe. If I have to go quickly take a gander, not many, just 2 players up right now for them, so they need to try and work things out quickly, as maybe it's only going to be a few more players as this player, they're down by the buggy, but Zyfat will be leaving him out for now, as again, Team Queso are suffering here early on.
Yeah, it looks like they opted to go ahead and make that ejection. Shiga is in the back right now, putting some shots on to Garcia, does get the knock, but here we go, zone 5, gets caught by Shifan. XQ Gaming in a perfect position here for the Sandhawk match.
And as well, this next circle that comes is going to be so important for these teams, because they have to work out whether or not it's going to go northern or southern side, as Alpha 7 have to try and dart around the edge of this circle, because they know exactly where Inxiaomei are, just northern to them. C9 as well of a high point on top of Quarry, but look at that circle, Duke.
Oh my goodness.
It's gone down south once again.
It's the south side's the best side right now for Sandhawk, but this is the unfortunate part. 30 seconds left. You got to start moving instantly. At this late in the game, once that zone pops, you just have to start running. And it's so difficult because there's so many teams just holding the edge of zone, just waiting to take those shots as the first person runs in. So this is a tough position for every single one of these squads.
Yeah, it was a really tough position as well for Couture, who went out in 12th. As we mentioned before, they had that poor drop where one of the players was dropped towards Camp Alpha and the rest were towards the southern eastern side, as Team Queso as well going out in 11th. So right now, in terms of ranking, we're looking at XQ and Wildcard at the top, and obviously both those teams are alive.
Yeah, you know, these are 2 squads that are right now number 1, number 2. Both have a lot of players up right now. Could make some big plays in this situation, but this zone is starting to close right now, and Team Solid, they are doing a great job right now gatekeeping Tempo Storm.
Yeah, they really are. Tempo Storm are trying their hardest to try and get inside this circle, but it seems like Team Solid, they want to hold on to this rocky terrain, because there is coverage, there is foliage which they can crawl around in and try and use as cover. As we mentioned, XQ towards the top, but they're going to be eliminated by Team Solid, and Tempo as well. They're suffering from the fate as well. Brosa from Team Solid, as they're coming up with 6 kills so far.
Team Solid, you know, this is their game. This is their game to be able to put up some big points on the board, and the zone, it looks like it favors them again. So it's going to be all up to Team Solid right now to hold this zone down, and this could be, I mean, they can crush this match right now.
Yeah, you've also got Kremriel Pettis as well, just towards the southern entrance of that circle. Besides that, Ace are so far away from the circle. Yeah, actually, players now dying to the blue zone. When you look at the size of it, when you look at the circle, when you look at the map as well, how often do you see this phase 6 circle with 6 teams alive? The answer is not very many, but Beowulf has his squad behind him, but so does Wildcard Gaming. They're coming into towards where the blue zone is coming into fruition. Beowulf going to be hitting the count. I believe that is Cloud9 out.
Getting caught.
A few players left. Wildcard as well going to be going out in 6th. And this is it. C9 going to be trying to revive Ada. Smoke grenades coming in, trying to shroud the revive here, give his team a lifeline here, just a few seconds versus Team Solid, who are in a very solid position. They're in the exact center. They've got 6 or 7 kills so far, and they're looking poised to try and take this.
They got 5 members up right now, all 4 of theirs, and the zone to their favor as well. So they got to just use that to their advantage, get aggressive, and hit some big shots, make it tough for all these teams to get in right now. And you get to see right there, NTX spotting out uneven, getting some great shots down the field.
Yeah, kills for C9, but unfortunately it's not going to be for too much longer, as it seems like Team Solid have started to make their move and apply that pressure. As the next circle will be coming momentarily, you can see it here.
Where will it go? South again!
It is out, yeah, and it does go south again. It's actually not going to be favoring Team Solid in this situation, as it's going to be 2 players right now from Krem, Real Batiste, and 3 from Team Solid, although NTX is down, remember, so it's almost as if it's a 2 versus 2.
Yeah, it is a 2 versus 2, but it looks like they are going to be able to get that pickup. The only issue is Team Solid are going to have to run out in the open in this situation. Only 18 seconds left on the zone, and they are not on the short side. So that zone is going to come in quick. Cream really needs to be careful with these smokes, because if they do smoke themselves out, that's going to let Team Solid push up for free right now. Could be a really, really risky play for Cream.
Yeah, it seems like Team Solid are wary that maybe a few of the players here from Krem, Real Batiste are inside that smoke, maybe trying to slither out towards the flanking side. But instead, look at this. Team Solid.
Oh, no.
We saw them play aggressive so far. They were hunting for kills, currently aggregately at 9, and they're going to try and get to that double digit in terms of kill points, and obviously the chicken dinner as well, going to make things even sweeter for them. And you mentioned those smoke grenades, and here it is. Krem, Real Batiste. They're going to be coming out of the shadows for now, out of their little shack there, and inside the smokes, they're hoping to try and force Team Solid out into the open.
I think Cream right now, they're just kind of going for position. They're just trying to go for position. Those defensive smokes means that they're looking to play it passive. They had the zone, but now with that smoke, you're giving it up for free. Team Solid knows exactly where they're at right now, so here come the big grenades from both squads.
Yeah, and obviously a 2 versus 3, and look at the damage as well onto Italox. He's going to be forced back to heal here. This is going to allow for some shots to come off. It's a headshot, though, onto Proza, and now suddenly a 2 versus 2. Look at the open range. I don't think they can go for the revive. No, the grenades are coming out right now from Iskandar, and he's going to be going for that final kill. It's all down to NTX, as they know exactly where he is right now, just ducked down behind the blades of grass, but instead gets one, and now it's the 1 versus 1. They know exactly where he is. He whips out the AK, but can he land the spray? No, he can't. Creme Rule Patisse take their chicken dinner.
Creme hitting some big shots there at the end game. What a play right there. Unfortunately, that tree was just too skinny for that last member of Team Solid right there. And yeah, great shots for Cream, and what a chicken dinner coming from